everyone, this is Rishitha from Ignite IAS pursuing intermediate first year MPC. Today I am here to talk about preamble, its significance and its values. So first let us know what is preamble. Preamble is derived from the word preambulus. So this word means introduction. So preamble is the introduction to our constitution. It is also known as an introductory statement which tells about the purpose, philosophy, ideas, uses and objectives of our constitution. It tells about the essence of India's identity and values. Our preamble is taken and inspired from the US Constitution and the ideals of the French Revolution. Many people have quoted that preamble is a blueprint and heart of the Constitution and guide to the Constitution. So we got to know what is preamble. So we have to know when was it drafted, who drafted it. So on 13th December 1946, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru presented a draft to Constituent Assembly on how the Constitution should be made and including the rights and liberty that should be given to the people. This was named as Objective Resolutions. Later, it was named as Preamble on 22nd Jan 1947. And the Constituent Assembly later adopted Preamble on 26th November 1949. Then the preamble to the Indian Constitution came into force in January 26, 1950. So we already got to know what is preamble, who drafted it, and when was it drafted. So what is the content in the preamble? What does the preamble tell us? So the first line of the preamble, we the people of India, it declares that the Constitution and the preamble of India is made by the Indian citizens itself, not by any external forces. And the Indian preamble declares that India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic nation. So these five terms, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic, tell about the nature of the Constitution, whereas the terms justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity tell about the objectives of the Constitution. When the original preamble was drafted, there were a lot of discussions on how it should be made because this preamble should be used in lawmaking and should ensure that people get equal rights as citizens of India. So, has the preamble been amended? Yes, but only once. That was by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1976. In this act, they added three terms to the preamble. Those are socialist, secular, and integrity. The words are socialist, secular, and integrity. These additional terms reflected India's evolving political and social landscapes and aimed to explicitly codify these values into the nation's foundational document. So we also term the preamble as a foundational document for India. Next, what is the significance of preamble in the Constitution? Why did we make the Constitution? And why is preamble needed as the guide to the Constitution? First, the foundation. Preamble establishes the core principles and the values that guide the entire Constitution, and they also set a tone for governors by which the government will ensure that people get equal rights. What is the purpose? It clarifies the objectives. Those objectives are equality, fraternity, justice, and liberty. And the aspirations of the Indian state, outlining the fundamental rights and duties. The purpose is also to define the fundamental rights and duties of citizens. Next, third is interpretation. The preamble serves as a guide for courts and lawmakers in interpreting and implementing constitutional provisions. So, whenever the lawmakers or courts want to change something in the preamble or the laws, they should take preamble as a reference point. Inspiration. It inspires the people of India to strive for a just, equitable, and prosperous society, fostering unity, harmony, and national pride. So, what is the significance of preamble in the Indian Constitution? As we have told, there are four objectives. Those are justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Justice is upholding fairness. rule of law, and impartiality in all societal and individual actions so that everyone gets equal amount of opportunities in all spheres of life. And liberty. Liberty is individual freedom, like freedom of speech, freedom of religion, etc. And it also ensures human rights. Equality, promoting equal opportunities and a fair society, and to eradicate inequality and to bridge the gap between rich and poor. Next, fraternity, building a nation based on unity, brotherhood, and shared destiny, so that the people of India are united and in a brotherly relationship. We need all these four principles. Next, what are the key values enshrined in the preamble? There are totally six key values that are enshrined in the preamble. First is sovereignty. That means India is an independent country, which means it can deal with its own internal affairs without any interference of the external powers. And the people of the India shape the nation, not any external power. Next is socialism. The term socialism was taken from the communism theory, which means of production by government is partially or wholly controlled. But the term socialism, which was added to the preamble, is taken based on the objectives and philosophies of Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru, which means a welfare state for all citizens. That means every citizen gets equal opportunities in all spheres of life and also bridge the gap between rich and poor. Next is secularism. Secularism means state has no religion. But in India, we have positive secularism. That means state has no religion. The people of India can practice, profess, and propagate any religion they want. But many countries have negative secularism. Example, France. In France, people cannot publicly practice their religion, and in USSR previously, people couldn't practice religion privately as well. So we can say India is the best country as we can practice any religion we want, terming it as the unity and diverse country. And the terms socialism and secularism were added to the preamble by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. Next, key value is democracy. In Greek, demo means people and krasi means rule. So this means rule of people, where people have the ultimate authority in electing their own representatives and shaping their own nation. Next is unity. The preamble emphasizes the unity of India, bringing together diverse regions, cultures, religions, communities under a single nation identity. This celebrates unity in diversity. Integrity. The preamble highlights the importance of maintaining the integrity of India, ensuring its sovereignty, unity, and territorial boundaries. So, to conclude this, the preamble is a reflection of visions of the framers of the Constitution. It encapsulates core principles like sovereignty, socialism, justice, equality, and liberty. It serves as a guiding framework for the governance of the nation and the action of its citizens. It encourages the citizens of India to uphold these values to achieve a prosperous, inclusive, and united future. Thank you.